Hey guys, it's Jason, and today we're here for another Real Talk, unscripted, unedited, and it's gonna be raw. And this topic is pretty near and dear to my heart. It's why I often think that it's so difficult to have mature debates in the K-pop fandom. Why it's so tough to just sit down and have a civil, debate with K-pop fans about a particular topic. And I see this a lot with the K-pop fandom, and I think this is a big obstacle because, while yes, there are a lot of mature K-pop fans. There are. And if you are one of these people watching this video, thank you so much, and you're adding so much to the K-pop community. But if you're one of the K-pop fans that when you hear something that goes even slightly against your take or opinion, you have to resort to ad hominems or putting someone down or like silencing their opinion, then please, hopefully at the end of this video, I can get you to change and just rethink what you're doing, because it's not cool. And I would say right now that there's probably like 60 to 65% of these fans that do this. It's very toxic in my opinion, and it's holding K-pop back. And let me give you some examples why. So first, I have a lot of K-pop friends. Okay, I guess many of us do, right? They share all their opinions with me. When the newest music video comes out, or the newest drama or gossip comes out, like we talk about it. Cool, right? But then they're afraid to express those same opinions or critiques online, right? On social media or on YouTube. Why is this? Because they're afraid that if they say the slightest thing that's wrong, even if it's like the nicest criticism, then they're gonna have thousands of people jumping on their backs on like Twitter or Instagram. And they don't want that hassle. So they pretty much just talk to me. And then I have the non-K-pop friends of mine that listen to a K-pop banger or two, like K-pop, are thinking about getting deeper into K-pop, but then they know the K-pop fandom is so toxic that they basically go, no, whoa, nope. I am not going down that rabbit hole because I don't want to argue with a bunch of toxic K-pop fans just because they got butthurt over my opinion. And to that, that's cool too. Both sets of friends, my non-K-pop friends and my K-pop friends, I totally understand how you feel. And I think I wanted to address this problem because I want K-pop to expand, more. I want it to be more worldwide. I mean, it already is to a certain extent, but I want people to have a good association with K-pop, good vibes. But right now, I don't think we're at that level, right? And I noticed a couple patterns that K-pop fans do when, I guess, for lack of a better word, offended, right? Okay, the first one's ad hominem attacks. The second one is they'll take any slight criticism you have, no matter how nice you are, and they'll turn it into like this big gigantic problem that you said something a lot worse, right? They'll make it like, instead of like, saying, I didn't like 30% of that video, like that, I guess, a K-pop music video, but I liked 70%. They'll take that 30% and say, well, you didn't like the whole thing. You didn't like 100% of it. So that's why I don't like you. And I'm like, dude, no, I just said just the small 30%, right? Another thing is they'll try to silence you. And I think that's horrible. I think they'll say, well, if you have nothing nice to say, you shouldn't say it at all. And that's ridiculous. Can you imagine if, say, Amazon, right? You're buying a product on the Amazon and you see nothing but glowing reviews for this product. Like, you don't even see any constructive criticisms or, hey, that wasn't really my type of service or product, but maybe it might be yours. Like, even something that's a nice sort of criticism, you don't see. You just see nothing but like 5 stars on Amazon. You'd be kind of like suspicious, and you should. Or on Metacritic, if you saw every movie and every game had 10s out of 10s, you'd totally be suspicious. You'd be like, why does everything have 10 out of 10s? Are they like deleting comments and user reviews and negative scores? And I think with a lot of these K-pop fans, that's their mindset. They're playing mental gymnastics and saying, nope. If you put down my favorite group, we can't have any negative reviews. It has to be perfect 10, right? It has to be total 5 stars. They can pretty much walk on water and fly, and they can do no wrong, right? And I don't know. I just feel like that's really weird, right? That's a really weird line of thinking. And then another thing I noticed is that when they comment, like say on a video or like an article that they disagree with, a lot of times they'll look at the headline, the thumbnail, and just go straight to the comments. And you can tell they didn't like watch the video or read the article just by the way they're responding, right? They can say some type of criticism, and then you can rebuttal it and say, well, that was in the video. And then they'll skip over your comment, your rebuttal, and then come up with 5 other ways to bash you because apparently your small criticism of 30%, was 100%, and they're overblowing it again. So it's crazy. So I did a video a couple of weeks ago on Blackpink, and it was about their new song, How You Like That. And while it wasn't my cup of tea, I thought I was very nice in my critiques. But apparently the Blinks did not, many of the Blinks at least. And as you can imagine, they went onto my video and started attacking me. And what was really cool was that I got to see all these behavioral patterns that I said in the checklist. Oh, putting me down? Check. Trying to silence my opinion? Check. Didn't watch the video? Check. Making a small problem into a big anthill? Yeah, check that too, right? They pretty much hit all the behavioral patterns, and I was just like, whoa, this is crazy, and it blew my mind. Like it blew my mind, like of what K-pop fans will do to play mental gymnastics with each other, right? But I do want to thank the Popsori audience, and we do need a name for us, like maybe pop stars or something. But I digress. And everyone that defended me, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and it really meant the world to me, right? You didn't have to do it, but you got my back, and I got yours. So with that video, it taught me a lot about the K-pop fandom. And it was just one person in particular. I believe this person, from what they were telling me, was from Europe, and it's not even a Blink. And I had to tell this person 3 times that I liked the video, I understood the video's lyrics in Korean, but it just didn't do it for me. And that's okay, right? And then I broke down the lyrics, some of the lyrics in Korean for this person. But the person in these 3 back and forth exchanges kept saying, well, you should have understood the lyrics more, right? And you should have consulted Blinks, and you should have watched other foreign YouTubers that got the message. And I said, it's not the problem. I don't understand the lyrics. I don't need, English subs from YG to understand the lyrics, right? And I was getting kind of snappy by the 3rd time, I had to admit. Like, I understand Korean. And I said this 3 times. So by the 4th response, I'm not gonna lie, I just went off. I just couldn't take this person. And I basically said, yo, man, PS, man, it's very insulting to tell a person that's told you 3 times that he lived in Korea for 8 years and knows the language. Like, I feel like I'm repeating like jukebox. And the person, said some stuff like, you're bragging about your Korean and all this stuff. And I said, it's applicable in this case because you keep talking down to me. You keep talking down to me and say, I don't know anything about Korea and the lyrics and stuff, right? And this is a K-pop song, it's a Korean song. So after that, I said, yo, look, let's agree to disagree. The person put me down when I said that, and I just banned this person. And according to my YouTube analytics, I only ban 2% of people. I leave 98% of my comments, right? Even the negative ones. So you can tell, if I banned a person, that person probably got on my nerves, right? Pretty much. And I wish I saved the comments from that person because there was so much mental gymnastics being played. Because when you ban a person, it deletes all their previous comments, as well as mine too, responding to that person. So I guess we're not going to see those comments. But I don't know. That was just, that impression was pretty much like a prime example of how K-pop fans can be, especially when they don't understand, how do I say, the finer points of arguing, right? And that's really sad. So now I do want to talk about solutions and how we can improve the K-pop fandom and how we can have mature debates. And it's very easy. 1, come in with an open mind and, prepare to have your mind changed. And 2, no put downs, no ad hominem attacks. And that's it, right? And then 3 things can happen. 1, you guys have a 50-50% compromise. You guys agree some parts, you guys don't agree other parts. Cool. 2, you have your mind changed. You go, you know what? I like your take. I'm gonna roll with that. And 3, you agree to disagree. And all of them are all cool, all valid. I think awesome. And if people can do that, I think it will really push K-pop and the K-pop fandom a lot further. And one last thing. I did say that there was a lot of blinks that attacked me, but there was a lot of blinks too. And maybe like 100 or so I got from PMs, messages, and emails that were very supportive of my video, even if they disagreed. You know, I had a lot of them that said, I disagree with what you think because I love the song. And I'm like, cool, no problem. You know, that's, cool, great. And they said, but you know, can I take a moment to try to change your mind? You know, to see if we can reach a compromise. Ooh, and I said, yeah, sure. And it did change my mind on a couple parts of the song. I still think the song could have been a lot better. Personally, I still think the music video is awesome, for reasons said in my video, but it was just really cool to have productive conversations with these blinks. And if you guys are watching this, any of the blinks that did comment and had really good vibes and disagreed with me but had a very mature response, thank you so much. I think you guys are the type of fans that not just blinks need, but the K-pop fandom needs. Yeah, bar none. And second, I think this video isn't just about blinks or Blackpink fans. I know because I did a video on them. Any K-pop fandom could do this, obviously, right? So I'm not trying to attack a particular group. It's more showing that when K-pop fans can't argue maturely, this is what happens. Like they just go off the rails and start going in attack mode, and they don't know what else to argue, how else to argue. And I think that's a shame. And my final point is, I wonder how people do this. Why they resort to attacking others when arguing, you know, or trying to silence other people's opinions. Like, where do you learn this, to be honest? Do you learn this in school? Do you learn this in high school, university, to your friends, online? I never learned this. I would be ashamed if I had to put someone down to make my argument stronger, to show that I'm right. I'd feel like dirty. And I just never understood why, you know, people such as like a lot of people in the K-pop fandom do this. Yeah, so I like to know the answer to that. So with that being said, I like to know your comments about this video in the comments below. And then until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy, guys.